Welcome to the Help for Leaders podcast. I'm Stacey Harris, and I'm passionate about showing leaders the power of communication and how it can transform their organizations, from Fortune 500 boardrooms all the way to brand new startups. As a leader, your actions and your words transform people and your company culture. So join me as I share tips and insights for elevating your leadership abilities as well as your team's performance. Let's dive right in. Welcome back. I'm Stacey Harris. Today we're in my kitchen. I wish you were sitting right across having a cup of tea with me. We're going to talk about communication. Again, we're going to talk about flexibility. I really want to talk about the key of adaptability and flexibility in our communication as leaders. Communication is key. You've heard this over and over throughout your life. It's absolutely one of the pillars for leaders to be able to understand their own communication style, to be able to understand the communication styles of others, and to be able to flex and adapt that to be able to communicate effectively. Whether you're someone who takes problems and challenges head on and you're a big risk taker, or maybe you're someone who actually doesn't like to take risks at all. You're more about collaborating with others and being a team player. Maybe you're someone who's all about contactability with people and you love people and interacting with individuals. Or maybe you're someone actually who prefers to be alone. You'd rather not even collaborate. You'd rather just work alone, because if I have to work with someone else, I'm going to have to trust them to make the right decision. Maybe you're someone who likes to know the boundaries and really have a very steady, stable work environment. Or maybe you're someone who loves variety and flexibility and change, and you can do something different all day, every day. Maybe you're a rule follower, or maybe you're someone like me who thinks rules are just suggestions. I didn't know you actually meant for me to do that. I thought it was a recommendation. So wherever you fall on the spectrum of behaviors and communication, I want to talk to you about the concept of style flexibility, because that's really the key to being able to apply all this information that we're learning about ourselves and how we lead others and how we communicate. If we can't learn to flex, we're really going to be stuck. And so I want to help you as a leader get unstuck and really be able to bridge that communication gap and be able to understand others and really effectively communicate. So the way you do that is being able to match the pace of your communication with the individual that you're talking to. If they are rapid, bullet point, get to the bottom line, all about results, you need to pick up the pace and you need to match that and be able to think in bullet points and really get to the bottom line and get to that focus. If there's someone that's talking about their weekend plans and all about their exciting news, engage with them, listen, show excitement. If they want to know how we're going to solve this problem in detail and really focus on the how, go there. If they're pulling out all their spreadsheets and your eyes are glazing over, don't do that. Go with them, dig into that data, dig into the information, and be present with them. So it's all about flexing to the individual that you're communicating with to be most effective. You're going to hear me talk about flexibility, adaptability so much as we engage in leadership, as we engage in learning how to collaborate better, learning how to build our teams, learning how to appreciate the differences. I know that I'm surrounded by people on my team that are very different than who I am and how I communicate. I can get really frustrated as a leader if I don't understand those differences and really tap into what they are strong in and what I'm weak in to be able to work together. So we understand each other's styles. We understand where our strengths are. We understand where our weaknesses are, and we really rely on each other. And that is a real strength as a leader for your team to understand their own styles, for you to understand your style, for everyone to be able to collaborate and work well together. And the key is flexibility. Each one of us even have emotions that we tap into. That direct person that's all about results, they may have a very short fuse. Anger might be something that you see. Maybe it's frustration that you feel when you aren't getting the results. Maybe you're someone who has a long fuse. You're slow to anger. It takes a lot for you to get frustrated. Maybe you're an optimistic person where you see the glass as always half full. Or maybe you're someone on the other side of the spectrum that's like, you kind of tend to lean toward the worst case scenario and see all the possibilities of how something can go wrong. Again, there's no right or wrong. We're just all different. Maybe you're a non-emotional person. Maybe you have this amazing ability to not emote. You're feeling all the feelings on the inside, but you're just not communicating that to others. Or maybe you're like me and you wear all of your emotions on your face and people know when you're happy. They also know when you're not. So you can be anywhere on that spectrum. Or maybe you're someone who is more on the side of anxiety and fear of getting something wrong. Maybe you're kind of that worst case scenario person really looking for where things are going to fall through. But think about that in a team context. We need someone who's checking out for all of the pitfalls, all of those potholes that we could fall into. Or maybe you're on the flip side of that. And instead of asking for permission, you're just expecting forgiveness. You're going to ask for forgiveness at the end of the day. So again, we can fall anywhere on the spectrum. It's really about flexibility. That's the key. It doesn't really matter. There's no best style. I hate to break it to you. There's actually no best leadership style. We're all different. It all depends on the context of the team that we're leading. That's going to make you an effective leader when you understand the goals, when you understand the team members, and you're most effective. So I'd really love to invite you to figure out your own leadership style. We're giving away a free work from home behavioral style assessment. You can go to the link in our bio and take a free tool, figure out who you are, how you communicate. You can understand the team members that you're working with. This is the first step to learning more about your own behavioral style, understanding how you communicate as a leader, and really diving into that concept of flexibility and adaptability. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're excited that you were here. I'm excited you were here in my kitchen. I'll look forward to seeing you on next week's podcast episode to talk more about leadership and how we can help you as a leader. Thank you for joining us today. You have the potential to communicate, engage, and lead with significant impact, and my goal is to help you do just that. Whether you're trying to get that next big promotion, scale your small business, or manage a team of thousands, there's always room for growth, and I can help you get there. Go to disc-report.com and find out what style of leader you are by downloading my free ebook on communication. Until next time, lead well and prosper.